my name's Paige. I'm a 26-year-old that works at a bank in the city. I work as a bank teller, and because I have to deal with many customers every day, it is a job that builds up a lot of stress. But what causes me more stress than anything? My colleague, who works in the same position as me, Mia. Mia had an outstanding appearance. She had long limbs and perfect proportions, but to be honest, her personality was the worst. Anytime I would see her, she would only bully me every time. "Oh, Paige, good morning. Did you not sleep well again last night? Your face looks terrible." "What, really? I actually got enough sleep last night." "Oh, sorry. You're right, you always have a weird face, I forgot. It has nothing to do with your sleep then." "Hey, that's rude." "What? But we can't help it, can we? An ugly pig is an ugly pig no matter what they're doing." Yeah. Just because she was a little bit attractive, Mia always acts and says things to me that are looking down upon others. To be honest, it's not like her face was that pretty either, but the presence of this woman was truly the biggest stress to me. "Well then, with that good-for-nothing face of yours, let's work hard at our desks again today. Make sure you don't upset the customers, okay?" Oh, she seriously gets on my nerves! Who does she think she is? Mia always comes to destroy other people's motivation, based on her own mood, so I didn't really like her, and I tried to keep a distance from her. But then, one day, just like any other day, I finished my work duties at the teller desk, and just as I was getting into my daily recap duties, when... "Hey Paige, can you do my daily recap for me too?" "What? Why? Do it yourself?" "Why not? Come on, please. Besides, I have a date today with my boyfriend." "What? So what? Whether you have a boyfriend or not has nothing to do with your work." You know, pretty girls like me, we're so popular that it's really hard. I mean, look, girls like me, there's no way guys can just leave me alone, right? I want to see my boyfriend soon, okay? And you'll get overtime pay anyway. Come on, please. You're so bored and lonely anyway, right, Paige? Hey, you don't have to say it like that. I'm also tired today, so you know what? Do it yourself. Huh? You can't even do a favor for a friend. Everybody listen up. Can you believe that Paige, she was complaining about everyone at the last company happy hour? Hey, cut it out. This Mia, she seriously has the worst personality. To be honest, at the last company happy hour, I was full of stress and I had quite a bit to drink, so I didn't mean to, but I let slip the complaint that I wished everybody could be more conscious of time and work a bit faster. I had intentionally sat far away from Mia, but I didn't realize she was close by. Ever since then, Mia would bring that up and use it against me whenever she could to her benefit. What are you going to do? If you don't listen to what I say, I'm going to tell everybody about what you said to them, and I'm sure it's going to cause more of a commotion right now. Alright, fine, but just this once, okay? And in return, you need to forget about that already. But also, stop spreading rumors about things I didn't even say. I just want to get along with my colleagues at work. What should I do? I guess it all depends on your attitude from now on. She is truly the most irritating woman. This girl was the devil. The worst. But she has a date with her boyfriend, and I have nothing to do anyways. So just this one time. And so I decided to take on her work and work overtime. And then I almost forced myself through the late hours to get it done. And that day I was so exhausted I dove into my bed. I wanted to stay there and hibernate forever, but just as I was about to pull into a deep sleep, out of nowhere, my phone buzzed with multiple messages back to back. This is so annoying! It's already 1 o'clock in the morning! What is it? To all of the bank girlies, please keep next Friday open. We're planning on having a group date with the handsome men of Panic Audit Trading Company. Regardless of how late in the night it was, the messages were all from Mia. Come on, what is your problem? I am exhausted and it's all because of you! Wait, what? Group date? But I already have plans that day. Have fun, everyone. I replied to the group chat. But then, within seconds, Mia had replied. Excuse me, What are you saying? You seriously can't read the room, can you, Paige? Nope. If we don't have enough people, we'll have to delay the date. So you have to come no matter what. Otherwise, you're going to inconvenience everybody else, to the point where I'm going to quit being friends with you. Oh, please, you and I are just colleagues, and I don't ever remember becoming friends with you in the first place. Plus, who was the one that worked overtime for you today? No matter what Mia said, I was fully prepared to say no, especially to her outrageous reasoning. But then, because the guys were all from the major trading company Panicore, all of the other girls agreed with Mia and chimed in. Everyone tried to convince me, so I had no choice but to cancel my plans in order to participate in this group date. And then, a few days later, the day of the group date arrived. Nice to meet you all. I am Mia, and I'm in charge of the girls' side. Wow, she's dressed so over the top. She put a lot of effort into this. At our company, even though we didn't have uniforms, there was a rule for no flashy clothing and no flashy makeup or hair. But Mia was in an extra flashy lace dress. Her hair was all curled up, her perfume overbearing, in high heels, eyelash extensions that weren't there this afternoon. I imagine that before the group date, she must have rushed to the beauty salon to get all done up. And she probably brought that dress to work and kept it in her locker. I was shocked about how much effort she was putting in. On the other hand, I was wearing a simple office casual outfit, and I was the 180 complete opposite of Mia. When she saw me like that, Mia started making fun of me in front of everybody. This girl, her name is Paige, but look what she's wearing. Even though this is a group date, she has no taste, does she? And her hairstyle looks like a high school student. Thank goodness. Isn't it hilarious? Oh, how embarrassing. Annoying! What is your problem? Why are you trying to belittle everybody else to make yourself look better? And this is why I will never be friends with you. Impossible. After that, Mia's painful comments didn't stop. My name, Mia, means beautiful, love in Japanese. Isn't it cute? I know how to sew and I know how to cook. My dream in the future is to become a full-time housewife. My ideal type is somebody who makes over $150,000 a year, and in the future, I want to live in the middle of the city. Oh, but you all work for Panicore Trading Company, so I'm sure you all earn way more than that. That's amazing. You're all such good catches. I really look up to you. But the girls who know how to compliment guys like you are popular, even to handsome guys, right? You know, girls like me. Since we all got to meet here today, you can all ask me whatever you want to. I'll answer anything. Wow, what is wrong with her? Ouch, it hurts. I can't believe she's trying to brag herself about what a great woman she is. Of course, all the guys were shocked, and not in a good way. The other female colleagues that came on this blind date with us were also at a loss for words. But of course they were, because it was so embarrassing that we had a colleague like this. But then, what is it? Why do I feel like everybody's looking at me? No. If I think like that, I would also become a painful woman. The group date moved along, and right around the time that it was coming to a close, something happened that would make my anger explode. You know, Paige here, she is seriously so clumsy. I always have to look after her at work. You know, in order to make up for her, I always have to work overtime. Huh? Mia started this unbelievable topic of conversation, and as I was sitting there, stunned, in the next moment sitting next to me, but so that the guys wouldn't be able to see, Mia spilled orange juice all over her skirt. Whoa, hey! Oh, come on, Paige, what are you doing? Look at you, clumsy yet again. See, look, Paige, she's a good-for-nothing girl, isn't she? But don't worry, because I always carry around a stain removal set. Top-class girls are always prepared. Excuse me? A stain removal set? It's definitely a lie. You never carry around anything like that. That's right. This devil using me in order to show that she was a top-class girl, she purposefully spilled the juice on me. The worst! I had just bought that skirt recently too, so I was really shocked. I can't forgive her. All she ever thinks about is herself, and she's going to take it this far? My patience had finally snapped, and I didn't want to breathe the same air as Mia anymore in a place like this. I held back my tears, and I grabbed my purse with one hand and tried to head towards the exit. But it was at that moment.
Miss Page, please wait.
What? The 4 men who would come on the blind date stood up to chase me as I headed towards the exit. Oh? Huh?
Miss Page, are you okay? Are you leaving? I'll walk you out.
From what I remembered, Thomas had the highest record at the Panicotti Trading Company.
Me too. If you'd like, should I walk with you to the train station, or would you like me to call you a taxi?
Huh? I am pretty sure Teddy said his dad was a medical practitioner. The other 2 men also came closer to me. Hey, you can just leave Paige on her own. It's fine.
Huh? You can keep your mouth shut.
What?
We've had enough of you. Plus, it would be boring without Miss Page anyway.
Hey, what do you mean? I could see the blood draining from Mia's face.
Oh, sorry. All 4 of us are actually after Miss Page today. All of us are into the short bob haircuts. Plus, ever since you sent us the photo of Miss Page before the group date, we all unanimously wanted Miss Page. That's right. Also, that skirt is 100% silk, isn't it?
What? How did you know? It is.
My mother is the owner of a clothing shop. That skirt, it was super expensive, wasn't it?
Yeah, I really like this brand.
I think you should collect the dry cleaning fee from this arrogant woman.
What? Wait, are you talking about me?
Well, who else could it be? Listen, saying you want to be a full-time housewife, or that your ideal is a salary of more than $150,000, or that you want to live in a city center, it's really unattractive. You might be trying to prove that you're a high-class woman, but girls like that are seriously out of the question. I gotta say, me too. You're like the epitome of a painful woman. I could never date someone like you, and on top of that, did you really think that you wouldn't get caught spilling juice on your friend? You really do have a bad personality. Before you come on a group date, don't you think you should refine yourself a bit more first? You reek of perfume, and you put way too much effort into your hair, and that outfit is ridiculous. That's right. So I hate to say it, but we're all gonna leave now too.
What? Hey, wait a minute. Why? Why are you saying that to me? Are you telling me that I am beneath Paige? Did I just lose to Paige? First of all, there's no winning or losing, is there? What you did was terrible, Mia, and you have a boyfriend anyway. But because Panicotti Trading Company is way better than my boyfriend.
Oh, I thought I had seen you somewhere before. What could it be? That you're David's girlfriend? You were walking downtown with him the other day, weren't you? I went to high school with that guy, and I know what a good guy he is. I'm sure he wouldn't be happy about his girlfriend on a group date. As his friend, I'm going to tell him about this.
What? You know about him? Stop it. Don't tell him. Please don't tell David about this, please.
If you were a good person, then maybe I wouldn't take it that far. But the way you've been treating your friend and talking about her during the whole date was really terrible. And watching you put us all in a bad mood. You wasted our time. You should really take a good look at your own actions. You have a lot to learn.
Learn these words from these elite guys. I'm so thankful. Mia was shaking from head to toe on the spot. Not only would she not be able to keep her current boyfriend, but the guys from the Panicotti Trading Company had no interest in her. And I can only imagine how upset she must be right now.
If you like, should we all go to a second spot? Can we start over without this girl?
Great idea.
Well then, Miss Perfume Curly Hair Potato Dress can go home and have a talk with your boyfriend. Looks like you'll be busy breaking up anyway. Let's all go.
Yay! The group of girls were super excited. Right as we tried to leave this restaurant, Mia's anger took over and she did the unthinkable. Where do you think you're going? As she said that, she threw a glass at me. Mia went into a huge tantrum and the restaurant staff had to stop her before she was taken in by the police. She really did that to herself. With that, she just opened her own door to hell. After that, Mia was sued by the restaurant for damage to the property, and because of stress, she stopped coming to work. And after too many no-call, no-shows, she was dismissed from the company. She would be walking down a painful path because of her own actions. Now, after breaking up with her boyfriend, I heard that she had to move back to her parents' house in the suburbs, locked into her room alone. It turns out that she had taken out a loan in order to go to beauty salons and buy expensive clothing, and her parents fronted that loan for her, but she had no signs of getting back to work. And eventually, she was kicked out of her parents' home as well. In the end, she got a part-time job at the convenience store and is living a life in poverty, stuck with paying her debt back little by little. Even that appearance she was so confident about is apparently more scrawny and run down, and she looks twice her age now. On the other hand, as for me, after that group date, I became very friendly with Thomas, and actually, a few days ago, we started dating. Now, both my work and my love life are smooth sailing.
Paige, sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, Thomas!
That's another beautiful skirt today. Orange looks really great on you.
Thank you.
Oh, but that color isn't from Juice, is it?
As if! Thank you for watching! What kind of crazy people will we get to see next?